We can get started whenever. Just raise your hands, please.
Oh, all right.
Hi, Jake.
Where we at?
Here.
Okay, thank you.
Lucian for Interceptados. So, your kick and the kicking is just the most thing between soccer and football. So, I want to know if you do some kicks in football, in soccer, and how different you think are the two sports and how similar are you?
Yeah, I would say the kicking style in football and soccer is pretty vastly different. You're kind of driving a ball more in soccer where you need to get some elevation pretty quickly. We've been fortunate to have a couple European League teams come through and practice at our facility back in Philadelphia, so I've been able to see a couple of those guys try to translate their skills, and it's been fun to watch. All of them are super talented, but they definitely struggle trying to get the ball up and just the contact difference, shape of the ball, everything. So while similar motions, pretty vastly different. I mean, it's still pretty warm out here, so it's nothing crazy. We obviously play in some pretty severe temperatures in Philadelphia where it drops down pretty cold. So once it gets into those colder conditions, it definitely affects the ball and how far it goes and how you're able to compress it and certain things you're able to do. But this early on in the year, it shouldn't be a huge factor down here. Hey, brother. Go ahead, sir, in the middle.
Yeah. Hi, Jake. Luis from the playoffs. You play a position that most Brazilians are very tied to, thanks to Cairo Santos being in the NFL, the Brazilian NFL. So my question is, how is your feeling to play in Brazil as a kicker, and what it would mean to nail a field goal here on a stadium that was a venue for the World Cup?
Yeah, it'll be really cool. I mean, everything I've heard, everyone really appreciates the kicking game down here because of the soccer background. And I know you mentioned Cairo. Cairo is he's been kind of a role model for me a little bit. My first game ever was against him and got to talk with him, and he's kind of been there the whole way. So it's cool to kind of play in his homeland, and definitely the soccer kicking game is a big correlation.
For those who are unfamiliar, Saquon Barkley just sat down. Just making sure.
Hey, Saquon. Hey, Jake. This is actually for Jake. Sorry, I'd already prepared for Jake. Come on. Go Penn State, all of that. But
there we go.
So, Jake, you played in Wembley in London. Have the rest of the team been leaning on you? Actually, this could work for Saquon as well because you played last year in London against the Packers. Have the guys, or 2 years ago, have the guys been leaning on you for advice regarding how to deal with a trip away? And how beneficial are trips away for that team bonding element?
Yeah, I mean, you're stuck on a flight with a lot of guys for a lot of hours, so there's definitely an opportunity to get together with your teammates and have a lot of extra time together. So it's been great. It's been a great trip so far. I think everyone's kind of taking advantage of it. It does help having done those international games before, just kind of what to expect. Luckily, there's not a huge time change, so people were able to adapt pretty quickly, and no different than going across the country and playing LA.
Saquon, Giovanna, Casa TV. Here.
Gotcha.
So this is your first day. This is your first year with the Eagles. Before you play the Giants, what is unimaginable in the Eagles team. So how is the feeling of starting playing in Philadelphia? How is the feeling to do this without the cheering, but knowing that in Brazil we have a lot of people that are so passionate about the team, about you, and about all the organization?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I finally get to put on an Eagles uniform and go out there in live action and play with these guys to love me. Something that I've been dreaming about, thinking about ever since I signed. And I'm truly excited about the opportunity that we have here playing football in South America, Friday nights, going back to like we're in high school, and doing something that no team's ever done. I think that's been, hasn't been mentioned enough, that we're doing something never been done before, us in Green Bay playing in South America. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to growing the NFL brand.
And that is Jordan Mailata over to your right.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm shy.
Hi, we're from the Zone for Saquon. So many international fans are falling in love with the game of American football, but they're still like picking their favorite team. Why should they choose the Philadelphia Eagles?
I think they should choose the Philadelphia Eagles, one, because we got great guys on this team. We got a great team, full of talent, and especially around here in South America, you see how passionate they are. One of my boys actually live out here, so he sent me a video. He was at one of the soccer games, sent me a video, and you could see the energy that they had, and I think it matches what Philly has. So if you need a team to root for, why not Philadelphia Eagles?
Hi, my question is for Saquon.
You know Jake and I are up here, right, guys? Jake and I are up here as well. Just want to let you guys know. We are on a time limit as well. Just want to let you guys know.
I saw you brought a T-shirt. Can you explain and show us?
Yeah, CBF sent me a jersey. I think Tanner got one too, right? Jordan, did you get one? Did they? I saw one in Tanner here, but they sent us a jersey. No, it wasn't just me. Tanner got one too. Stop it. Sent us a jersey with my last name, and cool. Presented it to me and was able to talk about it. And I think it's cool. I'm not really too familiar with am I allowed to say that? Football? I guess I'm football. Yeah, with football here in South America. I got to come out here before. I went to Rio, though, and I went to. I'm going to be careful. I don't want to say names, so I don't know if I can. But I went to a soccer game out there. But, yeah, I think this is pretty cool, pretty dope, and truly honored to have it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I want to see the front of the back.
That's cool. That's cool. That's pretty dope. You should wear it to the game.
I will wear it for warm-ups.
Gabriel from Rede TV for Jordan.
Yeah.
Hi, Jordan.
Whoa.
How are you? Here?
There we go. Finally.
I know you're a big music fan. I know you haven't been in Brazil for that long, but do you know Brazilian music and do you like it?
I don't know Brazilian.
I was trying to
Nothing?
That's the one. It's like funk music. I'm telling you.
That's the only thing I know. It's kind of bad, but I don't know Brazilian music, and that's bad. But I need help. I need some recommendations.
Lucas Ferreira from Portal R7, Jake and Jordan. You guys saw Cox and Kelce retiring during this off season. Who stepped up? Who did step up in the locker room to be the leader?
I'll start with that. I would say it's a collective effort between a lot of guys, and those two are pretty irreplaceable, but they've left a foundation to kind of follow. And I would say this guy sitting right next to me is doing a great job. First year captain, congratulations.
Thank you.
And then yeah, I would say it's a whole team effort. But like I said, they laid a great foundation. It's always been about the culture of this organization, not just two guys. So they did a great job, but it's been everybody.
Yeah, just to piggyback what Jake said, it's been a group effort. It's something that was already laid in the foundation of the culture of this team, and made it easier for guys just to be themselves. We already knew what to expect or how to act, how to perform, what the standard was. So it was already there. We just have to. We're I guess guys who have been in the building for the years during the time of Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelce just kind of knew how to lead. We had great examples of that. So.
Jordan, Paulo Antunes, ESPN Brazil, here on your left.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. You came in through the International Player Pathway Program, so the globalization of the game has been absolutely crucial for your career. I was wondering if you could express your feelings about playing an international game. I know you're losing a home game at Lincoln Financial Field, but is there something special for you being an international player, playing in an international game here in Brazil?
Yeah, it's a huge honor. It's a huge honor to be able to represent, the NFL Philadelphia on an international stage. This is huge for the game itself, but even more bigger for, I guess, for the players who are just like me, who come from a different background, and for kids who have never heard of the NFL before, just like me, they can try and attain a career in this. And so I think, again, what an honor it is to play on an international stage, to come and enjoy the sights, the sounds of this beautiful country that you guys have, and you guys have welcomed us here with open arms. So it's been such a great trip so far, but to me it's an honor to play.
Jake here from Rafael Bellatini. I want to ask you at first about the new rule, the kickoff rule, what you think about. And another thing, I know you guys, you kickers, used to talk about the stadium, how it will be to play in an unknown stadium where the wind came from. So how it would be?
Yeah, I would say the new kickoff rule, I don't know that anyone's really scratched the surface of what that's going to look like yet. It's definitely going to be a game changer. There's going to be a lot of big, exciting plays, I think. I don't think anyone's really shown what's going to happen yet. Preseason's obviously very vanilla, so a lot will be told tonight in the game tonight, tomorrow, this weekend. We'll see how that plays out. And then as far as the stadium goes, it's really cool to play in a soccer stadium. There's obviously the two big open ends, so we're trying to feel out the wind today, feel the surfaces, and just kind of what to expect tomorrow night. But just all prep leading up till tomorrow.
So Tanner McKee, quarterback, just joined us. We're going to make a trade here and let Jake hit the shower since he's been here the longest.
All right.
You guys have any questions for Jake?
See you guys. Thank you. Good?
Thank you.
Thank you, Jake.
Hey guys, Ingrid from Fanatics Football. First of all, I don't know if you guys know about this, but in Brazil we have a couple hundred teams from football. Maybe Tanner is more familiar since he training with the Curitiba Crocodiles. And we have a couple players here, all of these Brazilian players take all of you guys as inspiration for them. They cannot be on the same place as you guys, of course, and the level here is pretty different from the which you guys play. But I want to ask you guys how you think that this game here today in Brazil, how we can improve this passion here not only for amateur players, but for the fan base in general. How this game today in Brazil can improve the passion in football and inspire more players to practice the sport here.
That's a great question. Saquon?
Yeah.
I'm playing. I'll go first. I think it can definitely help. It can definitely help. By playing this game, you get to see and experience what an actual game looks like instead of watching it on TV. It's a lot different than watching it on TV. You can see everything. The sounds are different. The sights are different. If you've been a fan,
how big this guy is in person.
Yeah, TV adds about 5 kilos. So I'm a lot skinnier in person. Okay, but again, everything is different. You get to experience everything. You get to see the sidelines live. And if you're a fan, if you've been a fan for a long time, that's just, again, another dream. You're going to want another game here. So immediately, when you go to one game and you're going to experience it, you're going to want another game. That's how it's going to. I think this is the whole purpose of it, is to keep bringing games internationally. And, the inspiration comes from just, again, my story is, seeing it. I was one of those kids watching YouTube highlights. I didn't even know what I didn't understand the game. But then one day I just was like, why not? Give it a chance.
I think that was a great question. I think that was a great response. So kind of picking back off what Jordan just said. I look at it as more of it's all about the kids. I believe and I love the fact that we're able to be here and I could break off a long run, or Jalen can throw a long pass, or Jordan can make a big block, and there could be a kid in the stadium saying, like, to their mom and dad, like, I want to do that one day. And I think that's why it's important that we're having these games and why we're able to grow the brand and why we keep expanding internationally. So I think he did a great job answering that question, but just piggyback off it would be more of like just to focus on the kids too, saying that why can't they be in our position and why can't they do what he did and play a game that we love, and we want to make sure that we have other people fall in love with the game also.
I think that's a great moment to let Jordan and Saquon go hit the showers, and we can get a couple questions.
I also just want to say, nobody ever grows up wanting to be offensive lineman. I just want to say that. Everybody wants to be a running back. Well, everybody wants to be Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, That's why we're bringing the game here, because you want to see the stars and hopefully inspire these kids one day to go down that path. Anyways, how do I say goodbye again?
Até mais. Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you. I don't really speak Portuguese. Sorry, guys.
He probably knows more words than most people on the team, though. I'll tell you that.
That's my guy.
Hi, Tanner. Simon Carpio here from Maximo Avance. You are probably the player with most, I guess, Brazilian experience on the team. Which guys have come up to you and asked you questions about the country, about the city, about stuff like that, the culture, and have you been able to kind of lecture them about certain things? Tell us your experience with this, please.
Yeah, I've had a lot of guys come up and just ask about, the culture, what it's like down there or down here, the food, the people. So it's been a lot of fun to kind of just because I feel like Brazil has been like such a big influence on my life and who I am. Like I was here from when I was 18 to when I was 20. And so just like the Brazilian culture, I feel like is such a part of me. So it was kind of fun to just be able to open up that side of my life to, the guys and be like, yeah, I love my 2 years down here. The Brazilian, churrasco barbecue is awesome. Like, the people are super nice. Like, you don't knock on doors like the U.S. You come up and you clap and they come out and you're like, oi, boa tarde. And you just, have a conversation. You talk to anybody. So yeah, it's just things that are so different, that I think is really cool for guys to experience. Just being down here, a different culture. I would say 90 to 95% of the guys have never been to Brazil before. And so just for them to kind of open those doors of learning a completely new culture outside of what they're used to.
Hi, Tanner.
Oi.
Or I might say, oi. My name is Ana. I'm from Pro Football Brazil. You guys had some changes on the offense for this season, especially with Kala now. For you, how much does his presence impact your guys' game style? I mean, I'm asking this because he was a QB a few years ago, so I guess you both have some opinions in common.
How much does what impact? Sorry?
How much does it impact your guys' game style? I mean...
Oh, yeah. Just kind of like how we were last year and everything?
Yes.
Yeah, having I think we did a great job bringing in new coaches and kind of having a new flavor to what we're trying to do. I feel like we did a good job of keeping what we did good, but also changing, things that didn't work last year and kind of having a different perspective of, how to move the ball, how to get stops on defense, how to, take care of the ball, how to get turnovers on defense. So I think we just have a different focus, and the guys are, you can feel it in the locker room. We're really excited with the guys that we have. I mean, guys like Saquon, Jordan, Jake, Jalen, AJ, we have so many guys that are literally the best in the world at what they do. And so I think we have a really unique experience or a really unique opportunity to go really far this year.
Mm-hmm. Tanner, Murilo Cesar Alves, reporter. I spoke in Portuguese because the NFL staff came to me. Hi, Tanner speaks Portuguese. Do you prefer if we speak in Portuguese or
Qualquer
English?
Pode falar em português se você quer.
Fala em português para você lembrar um pouco do país também. Era isso que eu ia te perguntar, Tanner. Voltando aqui agora com o processo de internalização da NFL, o que passa pela sua cabeça? Quais são os seus sentimentos em relação a voltar ao país que você teve uma boa importância na sua vida?
Uhum.
E o que você tentou passar para os seus companheiros, desmistificar um pouco do que foi falado sobre o país nos últimos tempos?
Sim. So do you want me to do it in Portuguese or? I don't care. Okay. You want me to do it in Portuguese? Or she's going to translate what he asked? Oh, perfect. Go ahead.
So basically, what is for
perfect?
So basically, what is from him for him to be in Brazil again and be back here after years living here. So basically, something like this.
Sweet. And you want me to say in Portuguese and you'll translate it?
What do you prefer?
Okay. I mean, I could translate for myself too. Tá ótimo para voltar para cá. Faz tempo desde eu falo português com as pessoas cara a cara. Geralmente está no WhatsApp ou Instagram. Mas é algo muito especial para voltar, para ver pessoas aqui, para ver a comida, para ver só o Brasil. Eu tenho família que está aqui, eles visitaram o Rio, eles vão visitar em Curitiba, Paraná, os lugares que eu morei 4 anos atrás. E eu quero voltar muitas vezes quando eu consigo. Eu acho que ano que vem eu vou fazer um treinamento em Curitiba para ajudar as pessoas a aprender mais sobre futebol americano, sobre as coisas que a gente está fazendo. Mas está ótimo para voltar. Eu estou muito feliz para estar aqui. You want me to do it? You want to do it?
You can do it.
It's great to be back. Basically, it's pretty fun because I always try to keep up on my Portuguese. I try to say things on WhatsApp or Instagram of people that I've met and have friendships with down here. But it's different when you can actually talk to someone face to face. And like I was saying, I have family that's here. My wife's here. My parents are here. And they're going to Rio and places that I lived and served in Curitiba. I think they're going to Paranaguá, some other places. So it's really fun to just kind of be back in the culture.
Then João do Tailgate Zone. You guys have a new offensive coordinator in Kellen Moore who comes from a different background from what you had before.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what's the biggest difference you see from this current offense to last year's offense?
Yeah. I mean, I know the media has been talking about it a lot in Philadelphia. A lot of pre-snap motion, a lot of changing things on the defense. I think it is more quarterback friendly of just being able to go through progressions. And I think with football, we have a lot of good players, and you don't want to slow down by having to think too much. You just want to go out and play fast and, have a clean head and just go out and play. And so I think that's kind of what they're giving us this year is just go out, play football. Let's not overcomplicate things. We're going to change things on the defense. So for their point of view, it may seem more complicated, but for us, we're going to run what we run. And guys are going to get open. So I'm really excited to see it. I'm just as excited as you guys to see AJ and Smitty and Jalen tomorrow and Saquon to go do their thing. So yeah, it'll be great.
Tanner, Adriano do Globoesporte.com. Eu vou perguntar em português, já que você entende tudo de boa. Queria saber, o colega perguntou um pouco antes, você acabou não falando sobre, mas alguns colegas de equipe seus fizeram alguns comentários sobre preocupações de vir para o Brasil. Isso bombou muito na rede social. Então, eu queria saber se isso te decepcionou um pouco, já que você já estava fazendo esse trabalho, eu acho, de embaixador do Brasil dentro do vestiário, e se você teve conversas com os seus colegas, com os companheiros de equipe, sobre desmistificando um pouco disso, dessa visão do perigo no Brasil.
Yep.
So, for him, how's this way of his teammates talk to Brazil, like if he let him down in some way, and what is happening right now. So if he already talked to our colleagues and what is happening about this safety feelings in Brazil, so about after the comments and this kind of thing.
Sim, eu acho que as pessoas que não conhecem, eles têm um pouquinho medo das coisas que eles não conhecem. Aqui é um país muitos deles nunca visitaram, eles não falam o idioma, eles não conhecem nada sobre o Brasil, eles sabem que a gente gosta de futebol, que a gente fala português e o churrasco é bom. É isso. Então, lógico, eles têm um pouquinho medo porque eles não sabem, mas quando nós estamos aqui, eles vão ver que o povo é ótimo, o povo é simpático. Eles vão ter experiências que vai mudar a visão deles. E não é porque eles não gostam do Brasil, eles não gostam brasileiros, é só porque eles não conhecem. É isso. So I was just saying, like, you know, a lot of the guys haven't been here before, so it's a lot of things that they don't really like know. And so yeah, they were asking me like, you know, how's the crime rate or how's this? And we have a lot of you know, things that we do as a team whenever we travel to any city. That we're going to have to, you know, be safe. We're not going to go walk out on the street, whether we're in the United States, out of the United States, just because, you know, we're a football team. We're there to play football, then leave. And so it's not necessarily specific to here. It's just, A, people don't really know the culture, and B, people, it's a big city. And so I would say pretty much anywhere, like I said before, you're not going to walk around on the street. But I think it is kind of fun because even after today, like the guys just talking to people, like you can tell they're just like, oh, like, you know, the people are great. They're excited for the game. You know, there was like a little band out there doing music, and the guys are like, oh, Brazilian music, I guess it's great. So it's fun for the people to kind of feel like the culture and kind of feel like, you know, this is a different culture that they're not used to, but it's still great. There's nothing to be scared of. It's really something pretty cool.
We have time for one more question.
Tanner, right here.
Sim.
Zaf Kevin for Interceptados. We have the football, the Brazilian football, aka soccer, for you guys.
Yeah.
And you playing as a quarterback. You may had some experience here in Brazil playing football, our football. And if you had, did you ever had the experience to talk to the number 10 guy as like the organizer of the game? Did you had the experience to make an exchange about it? And if you have, like how this could impact your game?
Yeah. So I'm not a good soccer player at all. When I was down here, I had to learn because I was like, you know, if someone like passing me a soccer ball, I don't want to embarrass myself. So we actually played a decent amount of like futsal, which was completely different, like new to me, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. So I didn't play a ton of football when I was down here, but like futsal, like we played a decent bit, and like I wouldn't say I'm good, but I got a lot better. And so yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it was great. Cool.
Thank you.
Muito obrigado, gente. Oh.
On behalf of the Philadelphia Eagles, to all our Brazilian media, thank you for trying your best to speak English.
That's true.
Appreciate it. Obrigado.
Thank you.